Eric with RV Great Lakes, and today I'm going to be doing a tank dump and a flush because I think our customers would really like to see how we do it. They thought this was a beautiful campsite to actually be able to demo all this on. So let's go ahead and show you some of the key things that you're going to need to know. When you're actually flushing the black tank, you'll use this one here, and obviously I'll be going through all this. And then down below, you've got your black tank, you've got a handle for your black tank, you've got the cap for the dump, and then you've got the handle, basically your gate valve for the gray waste. Now I'm going to go ahead and also show you, we use this hose here for flushing the black tank, different than our white hose. We like to keep our clean and dirty separate. And then here is our sewer hose kit. So we always keep all our water hoses connected together. That way it keeps them dry. We always drain them out in case it's in a freezing condition. We get all the water out of them. Then we clip them together. And we do that so that they don't leak water all over the storage areas. So let's go ahead, disconnect this. We can connect it to the RV. We'll connect it to the service and show you guys how we do this. So this actually is a little counterintuitive, but because it threads in, you have to spin this counterclockwise, and it'll just thread in like a normal hose. All right. And then you just go ahead and attach it to a standard faucet. Or not. There we go. All right. Now with the sewer hose, you have two components. You have the hose itself and the valve the elbow that goes into the ground. So the sewer hose attaches to your elbow at this end, snaps on, and then the bigger end is the one that actually attaches to the RV. So right here, we've got the dump in the ground. So we can go ahead and plug that into the dump. We take our cap off here. Attach it. And that's really all there is to it. You want to try and get the hose as flat as possible, but otherwise, that's what you're looking at. Now to flush the black tank, make sure that you have the black tank gate valve open for the sewer hose, and then you can go ahead and turn on the flushing hose, which we attached earlier. And what this does is actually clean out your black tank. Has like a garden sprinkler inside, sprays down the walls, gets it all nice and clean so you don't have any odors later. Once you're happy with how clean your black tank is, then you can go ahead. I like to actually shut down the gate valve while it's still flushing, wait about 15 seconds, 10 or 15 seconds, just so you have a little bit of a layer of fresh water on the bottom so nothing will stick to the tank. And then I go ahead and dump the gray valve, or the gray tank. Okay, now that our black tank is flushed correctly, I've drained it all out. I've gone ahead and pushed my tank drain valve in. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the water back on just for 15 seconds like I mentioned earlier, and we can just count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now we can cut the water. Now we know we've just got a nice little surface area of water in the black tank. Nothing will stick to it. It's much easier to clean on the afterwards. Now that we've got that taken care of, we can go ahead. Our last step is to dump our gray tank. So there's a label here. We pull the valve. This does two things. Obviously it dumps the gray tank, but also flushes out our sewer hose. I got all the water, most of the water out of the hose, which you always want to do because it'll freeze and split your hose open. Then I go ahead and attach both ends back together. Keeps the ends clean so they don't get all beat up and they continue to work. Plus, it keeps everything inside the hose. So if you have water left over, as you see as I'm rolling the thing up, there's always going to be a little water in there. Keeps the water from spilling over into your cargo compartment. Now let's go ahead that we've rolled up our flushing hose and shut off the gray valve. Go ahead, slight turn counterclockwise to remove it, and then go ahead and pick it up, flush all the water out of it. And let it drain off into your drain. Which will minimize how much wastewater you end up putting back in your wrap-up box. Now, the last step, always make sure you put the cap back on. Don't make it too tight or you won't be able to get it back off. So I go ahead and take my 90-degree back off. Shake the hose a little more. Make sure we get all the water out of it. Then we can go ahead and put the hose back in the box.